Hello friends, I hope that you're all healthy and well today. I have some good news. It took a long time coming, but anyways, if you've been subscribed to my channel for any period of time, you probably know that I've been struggling with anemia for years. I don't know if it's because I had a gastric bypass, I don't absorb nutrients, or exactly why, but the point is I don't have enough iron in my red blood cells, so I'm always tired. Anyways, I had been getting iron infusions for the past several years, at least 3 years that I can remember, maybe longer. And I was told by the nurse, sadly, I will have to have them for the rest of my life to have iron, because I can't get it through the food I eat. I don't absorb it enough to maintain adequate iron. So anyways, my insurance changed. I was approved for Medicare, so that was a good thing, because then I was able to get the dental insurance, I was able to get these teeth removed, and I'm going to be getting dentures. Probably not for a while, because I'm waiting for all that to heal. But because I got the Medicare, it was not going to cover the iron. The insurance was denying the claim. And I got a letter that basically was saying that they denied my thing, and for appeals and grievances, they looked over it, and they're basically, I need to file another grievance or whatever and fill out the name of the medicine, what the complaint's about. And I was very frustrated because I don't understand all this stuff, and it's confusing to me. And it's maybe more so that I'm older, and then I had that mini stroke, and so I don't always talk right or say what I mean. If you watch some of my videos, you'll hear me say things that don't make any sense. Like I'll say, like, now we can add the chicken, and it's actually like ground beef. But I know what I mean, but it doesn't always go from here to here like it's supposed to. So trying to fill out this form is ridiculous, and so I got really emotional, and I just kind of scribbled. And then I was going to call them. So, but before I got around to calling, or no, I did call them. Sorry, see? I can't remember. So I called them, and I was like, I need help with this. I don't know what to do. I don't know who to talk to, and I submit something by fax. I don't have a fax machine, and I don't want to leave my house. It's coronavirus, and so she said that it wasn't up to me, that the doctor had to actually file an appeal, that they had told the doctor, and he had to submit why it was medically necessary for me to have this iron infusion, like they give it to me in my vein. And so I started crying on the phone, and I was super emotional, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, why should this have to take so long? Because this has been going on since, I believe it was July. I'll have to look at the photos. I did screenshots of my results, and I'll post those here in a minute. But it shouldn't take 4 months to get iron. July, August, September, October. Oh, it's almost November. Anyways, so I was crying. I was like, what's it going to take? I mean, is the insurance plan to just hopefully I'll get so sick and I'll pass out driving because my irons, I'll just die, and then they won't have to cover it? Because it's pretty messed up. I mean, the iron literally costs, if I was to pay cash, it's a little over $100 for one. But they'll pay for all kinds of other stuff. And they don't even pay $100. And this is what I told the girl. I was crying and screaming, and I was like, you know, they would bill you $100, and you guys would be like, okay, well, we're going to give you $10. And the doctor's office agrees to take whatever the insurance will give them, but they're not even willing to do that. They just deny it, which is ridiculous. So after I had my mental breakdown with the insurance lady, she's like, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. She was so sweet and so kind. And then she said she's going to call the doctor's office right now and tell them what they need to do. That they have to submit the medical necessity form, and then that they'll probably approve it, but they have to get that form from the doctor. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, there's nothing I can do. So I called the doctor's office, and I said, you know, the nurse or medical assistant has to have the doctor submit this form, that why it's medically necessary, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, they did it right then, and they put urgent, imminent request, that it went immediately. because I'm crying on the doctor's line as well. Like, this is crazy, guys. I just need iron in my vein. Just give it to me. It's not that hard. Anyways, so then about 30 minutes later, maybe it was an hour, the insurance lady calls me back, and she said, okay, we received the paper from your doctor saying why it's medically necessary, and I sent it over to the medical examiner person, the medical reviewer who reviews to see if they're going to pay, and that she will get back with me as soon as possible. And I'm like, okay. A little while later, she calls me back and she says, okay, so here's the thing. We don't need a prior authorization anymore because it'll be covered, I guess, and so your doctor just needs to submit a request for that you need the iron. And I'm like, he already did that. I was so, I don't know if you've ever been frustrated with insurance or anything in life, but I was beyond frustrated. And so I'm like continuing to be upset emotionally, and it's coming across the phone, and I tell her, you know, this is ridiculous. I mean, it's time to renew insurance plans. I don't know what to do. I mean, if I can't get this iron, it's life threatening. Like, my daughter needs insulin for her diabetes, and if her insurance was denying covering it, I'd find an insurance that would cover it, because she has to have insulin or she'll die. If I don't get this iron, my energy level is going to go to where I'm just dead. Just like, I mean, I seriously sometimes can't keep my eyes open. It's no joke. It's serious. And I'm trying to get this across to her without becoming a blubbering idiot, just crying my eyes out. And so she, I guess, got it, and she's like, okay, I'm gonna call your doctor's office and let them know, and I will let you know what they say. I'll call you back. Anyways, hours going back and forth between the insurance calling me and then the doctors, and she said, okay, she talked to the nurse, his MA, and that they were going to call me to set up an appointment. And I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. And then maybe 15 minutes later, if that, I get a phone call from the MA. And she said she was going to set up an appointment with me to see the doctor. And I'm like, why am I seeing the doctor? I've already seen him twice. I've already had blood drawn twice. My iron is still low. It didn't miraculously go up. I just need to come get the iron. And she's like, oh, yeah, yeah. And I can hear my doctor talking in the background. I love my doctor. I just don't like the situation. And I'm like, tell him I said hi. Anyways, he told her, yeah, just schedule me to come get the iron. So, guys, after months and months of waiting, hopefully everything goes good and I will have iron pouring in my veins on Monday. I'm so excited to finally have some energy. I just wish it didn't take me threatening to switch insurance before they just agreed to pay something that literally cost $100. I mean, there's so much more expensive items out there. And I guess my point in sharing this portion of my life is so you can understand what I'm going through and why I say I'm tired all the time. And so also, if you're in a situation like this, that you don't just say, okay, whatever, I guess it's not covered, but that you stand up for yourself. And if you have to fight, fight. And if you cry, then you cry. It's okay to cry. I do it all the time. It's really good. It's very good for relieving stress. Like, I'm trying to hold back tears now. You can see my eyes have gotten really glossy since the beginning of the video. But just stand up for yourself, because if you don't fight for yourself, who will? You know? And so, I'm gonna go get iron on Monday. I'm so excited. It's like a kid on Christmas. And it's just so dumb. I mean, I've tried eating tons of red meat, and I tried lentils. My niece told me to try that. It's higher in iron. And I ate some. The problem is, with the gastric bypass, I can physically only eat so much. So it's not like I can just eat all day. I'll throw up. Where am I going to put the food? And even if I eat nothing but iron, I can't absorb it. So it's kind of pointless. I think I said it in other videos. I have no problem absorbing calories. I wish I didn't absorb half the calories I absorb, but oh well. If I could go back and do it over and not have the surgery, I'd still have the surgery, because I believe it did save my life. I was over 400 pounds and no sign of slowing down. And, you know, now I'm just hovering just barely above 200. I'll be excited when I can finally get under get to that wonderland I hear everybody talk about. So hopefully by Christmas, if I get some iron and get some energy to exercise and energy to do more things around the house, and you know, got my shoulders been hurting me, so I might, I don't know, maybe that'll fix itself with some iron too, who knows. But anyways, I am so glad you all are here. I love you all. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, remember to stay safe and stay healthy. See you next time.